Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to get started with GridMap and Path3d in Godot game engine. So yeah, let's get started. So first let's concentrate on GridMap. So here I have just created one simple Godot game engine project. Now I am using Godot 4.5. make sure go Godot 4.5.1 I guess, but make sure you are using at least Godot 4.5.1 because things have changed quite a bit. Like more or less they remain the same, but the options to do something, some of the stuff has changed a bit. So yeah, make sure you are on at least Godot 4.5.1. so first you just need to create a new 3D scene, and you need to, I'll just name it as space library. You can name it whatever you feel like, so I'll just name it. Okay, I'll just let's save it later on. Let's create a mesh instance 3D inside this. Okay, and let's rename it as free space. Alright, then in mesh we'll just select box mesh over here. Then let's keep, I'll just select this and I'll just keep x as 4, y as 0.1 and z as 4. Then we'll just given that the mesh is already selected, let's go to material, and inside material you need to select standard material 3D. Click on the standard material 3D and go to albedo, and you can change the color to whatever you feel like. Okay, so let me just change the color. So I'll just make it something like this. Yeah, then make sure you have selected this free space thing, and inside the options top just click on mesh, and here you need to click on create collision shape. Then here you need to add static body child, and here you have this tri mesh, so make sure you have selected this tri mesh as well, and just click on create. Okay, then select the parent 3D node scene, so which is space library, and here you need to click on scene, click on export as, and click on mesh library, and you can again name it this to whatever you feel like. I'll just name it as space library. Okay, I'll just click on save. So it has saved this .tres file. If you want to save this scene, you can save this as well. So I'll quickly save this. Okay, then we'll just select the space library node again. So for me it is already selected. Again I'll add a mesh instance 3D, and we'll name it as turret base. Okay, and in mesh we'll just select this as again box mesh. I'll just select this box mesh. I'll just make the x value as 4, y value as 0.1 and z value as 4. Then we'll just again go to material, select standard material 3D, select this, go to albedo, then here select this as well, and here I'll just make this little bit of pink. I think you are not able to see it. Maybe I can just hide this free space. Again I'll unhide it. Alright, then make sure you have selected turret base, and again we need to click on mesh, create collision shape. Here we just select static body child, and just like click on tri mesh and just click on create. Alright, then just select the parent node 3D. Again I'll just do command S to save, and here we get one error. I'm not sure if this is related to Godot 4.5.1. so I go to scene, I'll click on export as, click on mesh library, and here you can see we have already exported it as space library, right? So I'll just check this merge with existing, click on save, click on OK, and here you can see I get this error. I don't know why. So typically what I do is I'll just delete this. Okay, then I'll just select this again, scene, export as mesh library, name as space library, merge with existing, click on save. Now it has saved this, and I'm not sure if this is the issue with Godot 4.5.1. okay, then we'll just take a new node 3D scene, and in that we'll just add node 3D. okay, we'll just add an world environment, like add sun to scene, add environment to scene as well. Then here I'll just add directional light. Okay, then we'll just add a CSG box 3D as well, CSG box 3D, and here X value I'll just keep it as 100, Y value I'll just keep it as 0, and Z value is 100 as well. Okay, then if you let's just add a camera 3D node as well. So I'll just add a camera 3D. So if you want to see it here, currently we see something like this, but you can just move your camera, and I'm not going to play the video, like run the game as well, because we're just using a grid map and Path3d, so doesn't make any sense. So yeah, this is done. Then what we need to do is we'll just add a grid map to this. Okay, and in mesh library we'll just select space library. Okay, click on quick load, do not select that mesh library, we have space library, right? So I'll just select space library. Okay, then we'll just select the grid map, go to cell, and here where size we'll just make it as 444. So X is 4, Y is 4, and Z is 4 as well. Then we'll just uncheck this center Y option. We'll select the CSG box 3D over here, and if you want you can just go to the material property. Not sure, I think is it in geometry, material override, standard material 3D. If you want you can change the color. Albedo, just change it to something. Okay, so something like this, doesn't really matter. Then select your grid map. Okay, sorry, grid map, and here you see this free space and turret base, which we have created, right? So based on this you can draw something. So first just so select either one of this, and here you can have to select the paint tool, and here you can see I'll just zoom out a little bit. So here you can see I'm able to draw over here. So I'll just draw something like this. I'll just make it one more. I'll just make this. I'm trying to draw proper path so that I can just show you. If you want to delete this, so suppose you want to delete this, then here we have this erase option as well, and here you can see I'm able to delete it. Again I'll just select this, I'll go to paint tool, and I'll just add something like this. I'll add it like this, and I'll add it like this. Okay, so if you want to delete this particular part, you can delete it as well. Okay, let me just make it a little bit, yeah, something like this. Okay, so yeah, that's it on grid map. Let's go to Path3d. So first you again select your parent node, and here you just have to search for Path3d. So I've just added a Path3d. Then you need to click on this Y axis over here so that you get a proper view. Okay, then we'll just click on add point. So there should be an add point option. Okay, so it is over here for me. This is control point. Yeah, this is add point. So I'll just select this add point option, and you just have to draw the path. So I'll just select over here. I'll select this, select this, I'll select this, and I'll select this. So here you can see it has drawn the path for me. Now let's select the snap icon. Where is it? So this is the snap icon for me. I've just selected snap icon, and then you need to select control point. So I've selected this control point. So control point are basically, if you want to make this a little bit more accurate as a straight line, here you can see, so something like this. There is one more thing which you can do with control point. So let me just move it like this. So suppose if you press shift and then try to make it, you can make this as curve as well. So try pressing shift and then try to move your mouse. So here you can make it a little bit curve as well. Okay, I'll just select this. Okay, sorry, Path3d, shift, select this. So something like this you can do if you want, or if you want to make it more accurate without the shift option, you can make it as well. Okay, then let's go inside the Path3d. We just add a CSG polygon 3D over this. So I'll just click on this plus CSG polygon 3D, and here inside the mode property where is it? Yeah, here we'll just select path. Once you have selected path inside the node property, click assign, and here you just have to select Path3d, click on OK. Then here you need to click on this packed vector, and here you just need to fill this value. So I'll just make it as -1. This is 0 is fine for y. Then again I'll just make this as -1. I'll make this as 0.1. I'll make this as 1 again, and here I'll just, okay, sorry, I think I messed it up. This is -1 0, then this should be -1 again, sorry, this should be 0.1, and here it should be 1 again. This should be 0.1, this should be 1 again, and this should be 0. So yeah, now suppose and if you scroll down for path interval, you can keep it as 0.5. Now here you can just duplicate this CSG polygon 3D if you want to add edges to your path as well. So here you can see, be careful with this, it sometimes touches this particular grid map as well. So again I'll just duplicate it just to add edges. So again I'll just go to path vector, click on it, and here I'll just make it as -1.1. I'll make this y is 0. Then again this is -1.1. This should be 0.15. This is -0.9. This is 0.15. This is -0.9, and this is 0 as well. Okay, so I'll just quickly duplicate this again just to create the edge on the other side. So here again I'll just make it as 0.9. So it is 0, then again this is 0.9, this is 0.15, this is 1.1, this is 0.15, okay, and this is 1.1, and last one is 0. So here you can see it has created the edge for our path. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.